Welcome to the Minor Student Athlete Feature. We have Payton McAlister from the football team with us joining us. And Payton, you're kind of getting to the wet tail end right now of your fall drills and all that. How have they been going with the team and all that?
So they've been good. We just finished up our fall game. We got one more practice tomorrow, and then we're done. I think it's been really good. I think we're all working as hard as we can, especially under the current circumstances and everything. I think we're giving the best effort we can. Yeah.
It has been an unusual fall for you. Obviously, right now you'd be preparing for a game, coming up this weekend. And instead, we were, in different practice right now. We're playing games in the spring, and kind of how's that experience been? It feels like it's like another version of spring football when you play in the fall instead.
Right. It's good and bad. I think we're all kind of upset that we're not playing a little bit, but at the same time, it's extra work. Get a little bit more preparation for the spring. So.
And this is kind of a situation right now where you're in fall ball and you have all your team out there. You're including all your new freshmen and all that. So you got like 100 guys or so out there on the field, trying to make impressions and all that. So it's a little different situation there where you're trying to get reps for a lot of people out there.
Right. I think that it's really good for the freshmen. I think it's been beneficial to them, and there is a lot of people out there. But yeah.
Now, coming off the scrimmage you had on Saturday with the defense and all that, how do you feel about the prospects with the team coming up here when we start our season in April?
I think it'll be good. We got a lot of returners, especially offensively. I feel that we should be good offensively because we got a lot of returners and we've been putting in the work and everything. And the defense kind of dominated the scrimmage a little bit, and that's just what it is. But I think we'll be good in the spring.
Well, you have a lot of skill guys back on that side of the ball, so you really have a chance to really kind of gel and all that. And maybe this extra time might help you guys going into the spring and all that.
Right. I think it will. We should be on the same page. We're working as much as we can. A little extra work. The summer we missed out a little bit, but we were able to get it in the fall.
We'll be back to that here in a second, talking about the summer and all that here. But let's go farther back, about a year ago. First of all, the last game of the season against McHenry. This is a game where you finished with the third most all-purpose yards in a game in school history, 330 in that game. Going into that game, did you really anticipate having that much of a role, and just kind of how that game kind of developed for you?
It's been a little while, but I think going into that game, I didn't anticipated being able to contribute and everything, but I don't think that I expected it to be that much. And the game just kind of flew, just the flow of the game and everything. I just think I just ran into opportunities, and so yeah.
But I think this kind of comes into your role on the team also because you're a versatile player. You play in the backfield, you play as a slot receiver, wide out, kicking returner, stuff like that. And all of those had a hand in what you did that day.
Yeah, I moved around a lot. And I think, when we went into preparation, we knew that was good to be able to move me around McHenry. Gotten a lot of empty sets and stuff, and so I have some good reception yards from that kind of stuff.
That's kind of been a role you've kind of played in your 2 seasons here. How that role kind of evolved with you and all that?
So coming in, I feel like they kind of recruited me to do that. Braxton Graham was here before, and I remember when I came in to get recruited, they would show me they showed me some film of him, and kind of said, "This is how we expect you to be," kind of thing. And so that's how I kind of knew that coming in, and I was really excited about that. And it's evolved a little bit, of course, because I've gotten older, and great players have moved on and retired, like Deshaun and stuff. So yeah.
And you got this play with Bryce for a year or two on a team that was really, really good. So you kind of saw what he, could bring to the table, and you're hoping you can do the same thing yourself.
Right. Yeah, he's a great player, great guy. He kind of mentored a little bit too, and so I appreciate that.
Now, taking a look at the roster and all that, and you've had some key personnel loss. You mentioned Deshaun. You had, Logan Armentrout, top wide receiver, graduated and all that. But there's still quite a bit of talent on this squad. So obviously it creates a lot of great competition and practice you've seen here this fall. And, certainly on game day, it's big to have that kind of depth because everybody can contribute in some way. So kind of being able to spread the wealth kind of benefits everybody on the team in this regard.
Right. I think we have a lot of weapons, like you said, and I think that we will be able to spread around, especially even at running back with me and Moya. We kind of have like a two-headed monster kind of thing going, and we're both different but good in different ways. And so I think that, we will be able to spread it around.
And not just you and Aaron Moy, but also some other backs that are kind of working. Give me Nebo came in and really played well for you on Saturday, for instance.
Right.
Now, back in the, we obviously had spring football kind of, cut short last year because of the pandemic hit, everything closed the university. Kind of how'd you deal with matters during the pandemic, during the spring and summer?
So I finished out here in the spring, but then I was able to go home, and I was able, luckily, to get a gym. I worked out most of the summer through a personal gym kind of thing. I just got lucky, and a lot of gyms were closed, so that was very beneficial to me. And then I came back, as soon as we were able to start getting rolling again, with the conditioning and everything, as limited as it was worth it. It was good. So yeah.
So it took a little time to kind of get yourself back into the flow again, but once you were, everything was good.
Right.
Now, you're from the Metroplex area in Texas, up northwest of Fort Worth, and you've had to play a lot of high-level football at the high school level there, too. Kind of take a moment to kind of describe to you what high school football is like in the state of Texas, and is there anybody of note you've played against along the way here before you got into college football?
Yes. First of all, I think Texas football is very different. It's amazing, but I don't think you can really explain it unless you've experienced it, type of thing. It's really hard to explain, but everyone's involved and everyone loves it. It's just, everyone's dived deep into it. So I think it's awesome. It's a great experience. I really miss that, and it's good. As far as the players go, the two that come to my mind are Barron Browning. Played at Kennedy. We played against him. He's now a linebacker at Ohio State. Might get drafted first, second round this year coming up. Jarrett Stidham, we played several times at Stephenville. We always matched up with him in the playoffs, and he went to Auburn, played quarterback at Auburn. Now he's backup for the Patriots. And even my quarterback, my freshman year, played at TCU, Grayson Milstein, and so he played a good amount at TCU, and he was a quarterback on my team that freshman year.
There's a lot of great talent comes out of that state, as we all know. Now, what made you decide to come to Missouri S&T? I know you started out from college at Florida Tech, and you transferred here. So what kind of made you decide to come here?
So I was recruited by both schools out of high school, and I went to Florida Tech. Yes, I wanted to be an engineer. That was my main reason for having these two options, basically. And I just felt like I made the wrong decision at Florida Tech and for sports purposes, and so I really enjoyed the coaching staff here, and I reached out and came here after there for one semester. But yeah, engineering was a huge factor on me coming here.
Now your brother, of course, plays here now as well. So
yeah, I think that I may have had a little influence maybe of him coming here. Just being able to get to play together is pretty awesome, and everything like that. So yeah, he does. He's a freshman, so it'll be fun. Yeah.
And he plays on the other side of the ball too. So
yeah, it'll be really fun. I'll probably see him in practice.
He made a couple good plays actually at the game on Saturday as well.
Yes,
so he made an impact in some way as well in that game. Now you're majoring in civil engineering, and you talk about engineering. You want to get into engineering when you got you made this college choice and all that. Kind of made you decide to go civil engineering?
So civil, I chose civil probably because construction. I always liked building things. I kind of like woodworking type of stuff, and I worked construction through some summer jobs in high school, and I just really enjoyed it. And so I think that's why I chose civil, because that's an option through civil, and that's what I want to do.
Okay, and then now once you graduate, what are your plans from there?
I'd like to get into some project management, and more specifically construction management. I've had several internships with companies, and I'll be doing another one this summer with a company that may end up turning into a full-time job with construction management. I do like sports too, and I think I always have in the back of my mind, maybe I'll coach someday. My dad was a coach for 16 years, so I grew up, like water boy on the sideline kind of thing in Texas, and I'll probably miss that. But for now, I want to do construction management.
Well, maybe a possibility, maybe on some days you can go out and maybe help on the team on the sidelines on Friday nights, something like that.
Right. I want to be involved in some sort of way.
Well, sounds great, and certainly want to thank you for your time here today, Payton, and good luck on the coming season.
Thank you.